You mean to tell me while the Democrats and liberals are out here trying to make Hassan Piker cool to the normies, there are politicians, Democratic politicians, that are essentially saying that they are in favor of the Iran war. They just don't like how it's being conducted. That's some wild shit to say. It's like, yeah. I absolutely would want to crush this other sovereign nation. I just wouldn't go about it that way. It's a wild thing to fucking believe. And it's probably one of the reasons why the Democratic Party is dying. Like this is one of those things that is like palpable, much like genocide. It's like palpable. We don't fuck with this. We don't want to go to war. I feel like not wanting to go to war has been a very strong underlying current in the American ethos. Because have you noticed that every time this government or its fucking wealthy people wants to fucking do some wild shit and go into a war, they have to figure out a way to get us to want to do it. That's what happened with Remember the Maine. That's what happened with the Gulf of Tonkin. That's what happened with fucking Pearl Harbor. It's like, it's constantly like, how do we get these motherfuckers to want to go to war? And they have been finding new and exciting, bombastic ways to try to trick the American people to think war is cool. And nobody wants to do that shit. And I think we're at a point now where it's just like, no. You might have been able to get away with this bullshit with the boomers, maybe even the Gen Xers, but millennials and younger, we don't want to do none of this shit. We don't want to do none of this shit. And all the people who do want to do this shit, they're going into nursing homes. Right now they're facing bankruptcy because they allowed for their pensions and their 401ks to be privatized and gambled with by the same people that fucked up their 401ks back in 2008. Nobody wants to go to war. Nobody. So it is insane that the opposition party has people that are very pro-war, all while they're trying to denigrate, harass, disprove Hassan Piker of all, like, nigga. This is how I know. This is how you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. Do you know that fucking Hakeem Jeffries, after all this shit happened and we had that like 15-second ceasefire, that motherfucker was like, oh man, we need to immediately do the war resolution. We need to vote on that. We need to make everybody come back. And it's like, my nigga, you bald-headed piece of shit. Ro Khanna has been trying to do a wars resolution for weeks, months now. Months. And you refuse to allow that to happen. You refuse to spearhead it. You refuse to champion it. You've been giving Ro Khanna nothing but your fucking ass to kiss. But now you want it, huh? Now you want it. And I bet you he gonna forget that he even asked for that shit once we get back into once everybody wants to admit that we got back into war. We're still at war with Iran. I'm not playing this bullshit with y'all where I'm just gonna like go with the lie that we all decide to tell ourselves. We are still at war with Iran. Bombs are still going off in other people's countries. The Strait of Hormuz is still fucking closed. We are still at war, no matter what these motherfuckers are telling you on that television. If somebody keeps shooting at you, do you think you're not getting shot at just because people said, hey, we're having a ceasefire? No, that's dumb. It's getting harder and harder to watch people play along with this bullshit. It's just getting more and more difficult. I'm not taking anybody seriously who is out here taking the Democratic Party seriously. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck who your favorite Democrat is. I don't care. The fact that you have anti-abortion, pro-war Democrats who are just mad at how Donald Trump is trying to take over a sovereign nation, and not the fact that he is trying to take over a sovereign nation. The fact that exists in that party, I don't give a fuck about none of what these motherfuckers got to say. I don't care how mad you get about it. You're delusional. You think you're pragmatic, but you're fucking not. It's delusional to think that a party who has people like that in it, you have An organization that has a vested interest in the very same country that's dragging us into this fucking war, that is loudly and proudly talking about how half of your fucking politicians in your party are goddamn bought and paid for. You're delusional. You're fucking delusional. I promise you that. Any fucking Democrat you're fucking delusional. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. I just know your ass is not, you're not grappling with reality here, sweetheart. You're not. And really, what I look like trying to convince somebody who's having hallucinations. Because that's what y'all are doing at this point. Y'all motherfuckers are having hallucinations about what is going on. You really are. You really are.